because it changes all the fucking time. You still gotta fiddle fuck around with it.
Last week you were quiet as hell on the second episode.
Well, the issue is he starts out here, and then by the end of it, it's over the fuck here.
No, well, it might be tonight. All right, Liberty and Lead podcast. Keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
I'm Trigger.
Professor.
We are doing a SHOT Show special, I guess. SHOT Show just got over. It went from, January 21st to the 24th, something like that. And we are February 1st today. No. We like to revolve around guns mostly, cars some, politics a lot, bullshit. Try to make it funny. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that shit.
Feedback, tell us what's up.
Professor's out today. He's got a lot of input. I've got notes right here. I got a bunch of notes on my phone, so we have stuff to go over. So how are we going to kick this thing off? Professor, take off?
Well, Professor spent a bunch of time getting pictures around.
Did.
So because I don't go to SHOT Show, first up, is this guy...
Sorry, yet?
Is this sounds like feedback right now. We good? Good?
Feedback?
What
How can you
feedback?
tell?
I feel like I hear myself from this.
Yeah, you have a flat panel in front of your face.
All right.
Well, he might have feedback in there with that, or double talk.
So,
well.
since I haven't been to
We do it for fun, right?
SHOT Show in 19 years, I had to go off of videos that have been posted. So, different things here and there, mostly classic firearms because they put out videos fast and long form.
They do a very nice job of it. I feel like they do very nice. You don't agree?
Kind of.
I thought.
I got a few complaints.
Of course you do.
As you said.
Captain Pelican has complaints.
Damn right.
Yeah, no shit.
By the way, they're featured.
Oh, of course they were.
I watched not all of them. I try to get through most of them because I'm doing it piece by piece. Sometimes I'd sit for an hour. Sometimes I'd sit for 20 minutes. If I had taken a hash mark or taken a shot for every time somebody said the word ambidextrous or ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous?
Yeah. Some people really fucking slaughtered the word, right? If I had taken a shot, I'd probably be dead.
Sure.
That is the word of 2024, 25.
Hell of a way to end a dry January, though. Alcohol poisoning.
Okay, so the first picture we've got up
This is just an overall. I had to Google this because the picture that I had initially was really small. So this is just some Google picture for a large format photo. But this is SHOT Show in a nutshell. Just packed. Assholes to elbows.
I see. Is that Otis? I see. No, Mantis. Maybe. I can't read down. CZ Shadow. Shadows are great. I like the shadows. There's lots. Colt is the big name there.
I was going to say, CZ has some other good guns, too.
Suite. Colt brought
See,
a whole suite.
that's
Well,
the
hold
thing.
on.
That is just a giant open building. I started following SHOT Show on Instagram, like the page SHOT Show.
Mm-hmm.
They had semis parked in this building.
Yeah.
Just loading up the stuff.
Well,
so,
I mean, look at the size of the screen that CZ's going to set up there.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's probably a digital screen.
There's a couple of them. The one I seen. I remember who it was, Smith and somebody had another great big screen in there. I was just watching it on the other big screen here. All right, so what I see is a mess of vendors and a mess of contenders. Look at all these people down here.
Oh, yeah.
They're like you said, they're elbow to asshole.
When I was there in 2006, like let's say Colt, but it was Remington that I saw. The whole back side of their wall structure was offices, so you could sit there and do deals. Because what's the point of SHOT Show? Right there. Shut up and take my money.
Well, that's what I feel like all the local dealers here, the bigger ones, the ones that are busier, like the ones we were talking about, not just guns. I think they're there to buy. Okay, I'm going to spend this much money. Here's all my money.
Here's what I'm looking for. Let's make a deal with the manufacturer right now. Which I sat down and went through 2,800 names of people that were going to be there, and it wasn't the entire list. And
Say that again?
there was 2,800 plus vendors listed just on being at SHOT Show, and it wasn't everybody. And I wrote stuff down,
Good for you.
I got one for me.
but it's not just the manufacturer; it's the companies that produce the tooling to create. So there was one company that builds machines just to do butt end welding. They were there. So the people that make the machines to go to the manufacturer is also there.
Okay, so the manufacturers would have been
It's everyone
shopping
in the
with him.
industry.
It's just everybody in the industry. So let's go off with the first picture from videos that I watched with the best haircut of SHOT Show.
I seen that. He was kind of.
Mr. Man here has a comb forward and a mullet. So pretty decent shot there. Nice, ready to party in Vegas. Then it was kind of, why are you guys talking to Under Armour? But, oh yeah, it's just a
Now we know.
cute redhead.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Look at him looking at the shoes.
yeah, look at his shoes.
Looking at his shoes.
Those are
She
some
knows exactly what she's
really
doing.
nice shoes. So, Blair, good on you.
Yep.
Another channel I watch is The Gat Man. Good content. Like, I initially came across them years ago, him and his wife now, but
He's a little. He looks a little Asian, doesn't he?
looks a little Asian.
Okay. And his wife is crazy hot.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
the one.
That's the one.
And they were just in their living room on a Friday or Saturday night, him with a timer and them racing to see who could draw fire, change mag, fire again faster. So, but here he is at range day. So Monday is range day, which would be awesome to go see.
He's holding a Beretta.
That's actually an FN.
Logo on the.
Oh no, that is a Beretta.
Beretta. I'm gonna say, wait a minute. It's got Walther serrations.
No, it's
I
got
think a lot
M&P serrations.
Yeah. Dude,
So
they're all kind of going to that.
you'll see a lot of stuff from all the vendors that seem familiar.
Okay.
It's just
Steiner
Just-
dot on this Beretta is. Those are expensive.
those are
bats.
expensive. So then we have a couple pair of Kimbers. I'm a sucker for patinaed copper. My brother has a nice Kimber. They're nice guns. I think they're a little pricey, but
Every review I've ever seen, like the Outlaw, the redheaded guy, red beard.
Honest Outlaw.
Honest Outlaw, yeah. So he pointed out the fact he goes, I've never shot a Kimber that doesn't have a problem. He goes, I just don't. He says I review them, I don't own them.
Yeah.
He goes, there's always got a problem. They never fire all the way through a full mag or a couple mags. There's always something happens. So I'm like, okay, that turned me off. So I don't ever. So somebody asked me about Kimbers.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked me last week, and I'm like, no. I said they're not for me. They might be for you. So I'm not going to tell you to not go get one. However, every review I've ever watched, which actually just wasn't the only just Outlaw guy.
Yeah.
A couple of them. Everybody has the same complaint. They can never make it through a full mag or two without something happening, without some sort of malfunction. So,
Well, my brother has one. I don't know any malfunctions that he had.
Okay.
He bought a SIG from their custom shop, and that thing was an absolute turd. So, everyone's going to have different experiences. Then we're going to go with a little tiny Kimber.
Rocket.
wait a minute. Careful how you say tiny.
That looks like a solid 6 inch.
No shit.
Pretty big to
We got a
me.
6-inch barrel on that thing. Look at that monster.
Looks pretty average to me.
So a few weeks ago, you guys were talking about lever actions. I know Traeger's got one. Here's a rack of them. Again, I'm taking screenshots as videos are going, so these are kind of garbage at times. But you have the first one here, which is pretty nice
Carbon
looking.
fiber barrel.
Carbon fiber barrel.
Yeah.
Can on there. You got M-lock on the rail. I could rock that. I don't know about you guys.
Give me a. I'd shoot one. I would shoot one just to see how it feels. I
No.
guess. I'm not gonna say I don't hate them. I don't have a use for one as it stands right now.
If they ever outlaw magazines or magazine fed,
Hey,
So-
hold
I
on.
feel like we're safe for the next 4 years. However, after
yeah,
that,
Hold on.
who knows?
Nick brought this up the other day. If they outlaw magazines, you can always switch to belt fed,
That's right.
which is an even longer magazine.
which is, I feel like that's going to cost me a bunch. Whether it's in
You're gonna spend forever
the initial
just loading
purchase,
the belts up.
Oh
the
no,
initial purchase,
this
or-
candy ass is gonna get something to do it for him because it's gonna hurt his thumb.
fucking right.
These belts are harsh.
So there's that same Henry. He's got a nice little scope on there. Like, apparently this is out of their concepts shop. I guess they're gonna start doing a little bit more in the
And I don't know why, but Henry has really taken off in the last 3 or 4 years.
because they're getting out of just the 22 range.
They've been
Year-
out of the 22 range.
years ago,
because she's been pimping that. She's been
Well,
But people haven't been
manifesting that.
recognizing they've been out of the 22 range.
I don't remember how long ago it was, but I got on their website looking because I wanted lever action, and the only thing they had was 22 and 22 Magnum.
Now, what I'm finding amusing is Henry's known for cowboy style rifles,
Yep.
and now they have suppressors for cowboy. That doesn't seem very cowboy to me.
This one's definitely custom compared.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that thing doesn't weigh squat.
Mm,
How much ice is that fucking thing making?
I think it's probably heavier than you think. That barrel's definitely light.
But it's got a plastic or an aluminum handguard.
Yeah.
And that ice machine knows how much you're going to go through tonight.
I'm gonna pace myself, and you guys are pushing me.
He's going to pace himself through 4.
Yeah. So next one was the Beretta. I just like that color scheme. It's got a gunmetal slide frame and then a nice blue scale trigger.
Like, I'm not a big Beretta guy,
I'm not either,
but that
looks
does
good.
look really good.
But these guns look goofy as shit with a red dot on them because you have that domed top.
And I've
So
never
they-
seen a Beretta with a flat top. Have you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
If you watch enough of these shot shows, you're going to see them, and it's like they milled off just a bit of the top, and you have a red dot sitting on that partial dome.
Perks
I was today years
precariously.
old when I figured out that the Hellcat has a Glock Picatinny. Not the 1913, or what do they call that?
1913.
1913. It's a little fatter, but the Glock ones are a little thinner. Yeah, the light mount for underneath is a Glock.
So slightly different angles, that same color scheme. But let's go with the more, I don't know, heirloom / look at what I got. 3 ounces of gold covering Beretta 92X.
The 92s has been around for,
Years. That's what mine.
Is it?
Mine's a 92 FS.
yeah. What's the FS stand for? Just full size?
Yes.
Heavy as fuck.
Yes. Oh yes. And the grip's just like a freaking 2x4.
Yep.
Fast, fat shit.
It takes 2 hands to release the mag because you have to hold the gun and push the fucking mag because you can't reach around it.
That's my complaint with the pistol things, because once you have to basically rearrange your hand a little bit, use the other hand to bring it around to release the mag, and then come back.
Maybe
slide
with your
fingers
lady
a little.
hands.
See,
Everybody's got. I watched.
No.
that's the problem that I have with having a large assortment of pistols. Every one of them is slightly different. You got to have a little bit. So, trying to get used to that Hellcat right now. I'm bringing it up. I'm getting into the sight picture, and let me adjust. And there's the dot.
Is it because of the Glock grip? Has it got a different angle?
Yep.
Do you think? Okay.
Fuck,
know
the
they- I know
Glock
they
grip's
do.
damn near straight up and down. But now with these, did you do any research on any of these Berettas?
No.
Did they? And I haven't done any research on any of them in years, but did they ever go away from a 10-round mag
Oh yeah.
single stack to a
They're-
double stack?
They're definitely high capacity.
Okay. I was going to say, because mine's still a 10-round single stack. That's what, but my Beretta was purchased 97.
Back when they were cool.
Yeah.
92.
My first pistol was a SIG P228, and it came with 10-round mags. And the base plate is yay long, and it's hollow on the inside, so take up all that room. So I can get high capacity mags, but at this point I don't shoot it because it's not available in the States anymore. So I was like, I'm not shooting it.
Even if that had nothing Beretta on it or any numbers on it, I could tell you that's a Beretta with that top
Without a
with the
doubt.
barrel exposed and
Oh, yeah.
the super elongated trigger guard.
But Taurus makes a copy of it
Do they?
You know why Taurus makes a copy of it?
Popular.
because it's cheaper.
Trying to get that government
Nope.
contract.
Because Beretta built a facility in Brazil, and after they opened it, the Brazilian government took it over and said, "Get the fuck out of our country," and started making Taurus guns out of it
Oh.
with all the Beretta tooling.
Nice. That's pretty dirty.
Yes,
That's fucking dirty. Okay. No, that's. I don't have any use for a gold, like a gold pistol.
Yeah.
I have no use
They,
for.
they said that, it had a bunch of rounds through that thing that day, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a gun to go to the range and shoot it, and then I'm gonna go put it in a glass case.
Can
I
I
saw.
can I get a gold plated yeet cannon?
Tommy Lee Jones said it to fucking Robert Downey Jr. in whatever movie. Nickel plated pussy pistol. Because
I
he
don't mind
pulled a
nickel
freaking
plate.
nickel plated, it was polished. He called it a nickel plated pussy pistol.
Okay.
Would you be speaking of Con Air?
No, neither one was in Con Air. Fugitive was Harrison Ford, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one to where
Tommy Lee Jones, he talks to.
it's Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Downey Jr., and they're searching for Wesley Snipes. They went down in a freaking plane. But I don't remember what the hell it is. Ice Machine ain't been on in 2 months. But either way, that's all I can think of. Anytime I see a specialty colored gun is nickel-plated pussy pistol.
I don't mind the colored guns, like the grays. Some of the like. We getting a bunch of background.
Yeah, we did, but as soon as I push that in, it's better. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Anyway, gold not for me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to commandeer your shit.
No, that's the point of this. So, Beretta is bringing back another oldie, and I kind of like it.
Oh, I've seen that.
Break action.
So,
It's still a semi-auto
Wait.
pistol, but the barrel break is.
barrel break, it is a 22.
Hold on. Barrel break, and I see threads.
Yes, sir.
I don't think there's enough. I don't think a 22 that short has enough oomph to put a suppressor on there. There's no way.
Well, hold on. You put a suppressor on there. The weight of that, especially with that barrel break, is just going to make it.
It's
never
not.
get shot again.
It's for that movie quiet, not for the practicality. Hey, let's go to the gun range and hear how quiet this is.
Right.
All right,
You're
now
gonna-
put the suppressor on.
Okay. I'm gonna pick this thing apart again.
Alright.
Like you said, that's what we're here for. Look at the trigger angle.
They
How
guarantee
far
it
does
pop.
that fucking-
That's the thing.
I bet it pops back as soon as the barrel clicks in.
You'll see a lot of the I've been looking at that SIG 365.
Yep.
Has that same style, kind of flat, and it leans forward. So
That looks like it leans way forward in this photo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the photo angle. I don't know.
maybe, but G10 grip, so quality grips there. They've upped the round count from 6 to 8.
They can up the grip quality because there's not much of it there.
I was gonna
True.
say, so you got 8 mosquito bites coming out of the tube?
Yeah.
Hey, that in the car is gonna hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
The mag release used to be on the bottom of the gun.
I do remember that.
They moved it up to a normal spot. Then that top button is the barrel brake. And it is pricey, but it's kind of a nice little piece.
Hold on. So with a barrel break, how does that work? You
I-
break the barrel,
I have-
slide that one fucking shell out, click it back together.
The semi-auto, I have no idea what that's for. I really don't.
Someone's here. G-dubs.
G-dubs, yeah. Great. So, Normal height sights, $500, $550 if you get suppressor height sights. Pricey for a
That
22,
is way
but
pricey.
so should we go on to the next one?
Yep.
Nice.
That looks like another mosquito bite.
That's a 9mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
mosquito
is-
bite.
I like the trigger. I like
So
the optic.
that is the Lagoa Arms. I'm probably saying that wrong. The Alien Remus.
I will admit I've never heard of them.
Spelled
I-
how?
Was it
Spelled how?
Laugo
No, the model.
Remis?
Remus? Ramus?
So, with my Olight Arcfeld Pro, the barrel's down here.
Oh. What? The
Yeah.
trigger's in there. How the fuck?
That's what they call it, the Alien, my friend.
Okay.
Well,
And notice this part up here?
Yeah.
Only the slide moves. The optic is stationary. That
Hmm.
does not reciprocate with the slide.
So that's the optic is connected to that front thing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So the slide slides under
Yeah.
the optic, more or less.
So
And
the reason
over
why
the
it's
barrel.
called the Alien.
Okay. I mean, without innovation and trying different things, we'll never know, right?
But-
so
well,
let's.
the Chiappa Rhino has it's the revolver that fires from the
Yeah.
bottom barrel, and the whole thing is about lowering
The bore
where the
axis.
round's coming out of.
The axis of the.
So it
It's going to
doesn't
shoot. It's going to shove your hand back instead of.
up. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So this, the bore axis, is how much lower than a normal gun? A full barrel.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's pushing more into your arm instead of up over it.
5/8 of an inch roughly. The grip looks like a CZ grip.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of does, yeah. So this is actually their carry version. They have another one called the Evolution, which is more of a competition gun. So this is their carry option.
How long have they been around?
I'm not sure, but I know their Evolution was several $1,000s to get into.
So yeah, definitely a weird gun, but
Yeah.
decent concept.
Like
Right.
I said, we wouldn't know without some sort of innovation and moving up and
Yeah.
down and around and.
So, like I said, there's going to be a lot of things that are kind of similar to all the manufacturers. This one is not.
How long have they been around?
No idea. So, I mean, they've been around several years, but
But did you see who's got
What was
this?
it again?
Do you have that one with the stripper clip in it?
Lagoa.
Okay, we'll get to it then.
Yeah.
That's another innovative.
Sure.
I don't like it.
Mm,
But the the stripper clip doesn't stay on it when you're shooting it. You just jam them in and then you start. Okay.
that's what I'm at.
I don't like
That's on here. So Q, they make high-end stuff. I believe that is a newer round, the 338 Arc, or it's the 300 Blackout, but quiet, insanely quiet. I guarantee if it wasn't just line after line after line of people shooting here, there would be no ear pro going on at that booth.
Was
Because it's
338 Arc just the quiet version of the Lapua?
Subsonic.
I had to look it up. It was a real short case, a long projectile.
That would make it.
It's goofy as hell looking.
What do you suppose that would be good for though? Because I mean, he's got a short barrel on there, so there's no speed coming out of that. There's no speed coming out of no powder.
The 300 Blackout was made to be a heavy bullet coming out of a short gun, so
Quietly. Okay.
So there's the body with no slide.
close range.
Dude, that looks trippy.
Oh, you
No,
looking
sorry,
at
we were looking at
alien?
the alien.
Yeah.
That's the body with no slide.
I mean, it's a cool looking gun. It's weird, but it's cool.
Hold on.
All the trigger has to be back here, above that grip. Somehow.
Hey,
in that grip. Somehow.
Something else to
Gotta
think
be.
about with that, cleaning it after the range. So Ty, after people go to the range, you like to clean it?
There's a top view. You
have
can
to
see the
talk
barrel
to
in
the
it.
Okay.
Almost.
It's definitely different.
They get dirty?
I would.
Weird. I mean,
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out for them. I guess.
Send me that link.
He doesn't wake up after sex either.
No.
all right. So the next picture,
That's what he said.
3, it's a pretty interesting gun. Not one I would buy, but
I just got my grandpa into it.
the hell?
It's
Looks
hard
like
to
a
see.
taser.
And he,
Because there's electronics here.
Oh no.
So this is the BioFire Smart Gun.
Is that you?
Is that like a dread gun to where it imprints your DNA into each round?
No, but it does have biometric
Safeties?
fingerprint. So
Because electronics do really well
I-
with high vibrations, like
And
pistols
dirt
and
and
vehicles,
water
and
and-
dirt and grime,
so
sweat.
battery life on this thing.
It's not meant for fat truckers to carry.
Hold on. Yeah, that's something else. The battery life. Oh shit! I forgot to charge my gun. I guess
So,
I can't shoot the home intruder.
That phone looking thing right there, that's the dock to charge it.
Okay. Okay.
And they say it comes with a gun.
Oh, yeah, seriously. I thought that was a
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too when I was watching this for the first time. You set that on there, and after it's charged, depending on how you use it, you have battery life for a week to a month. So basically, you take it off and
Of
just
standby?
stand.
Okay. But what if you're getting it on at the range?
Well, here's the thing: look at the charger. Set the damn thing on and don't worry about it.
But if you're all right,
I mean, you sit it by your bedside. It's got a biometric fingerprint recognition system.
so
Set it
Joe
up.
Blow can't fire it
Mhm.
unless he.
So you can have it sitting next to your bed, and your kids, hey, look at this, neat. Can't shoot it.
That's
Sweet
that.
brick.
Okay, now you've got a selling point. Prior to that,
Bingo.
you didn't. Now you've got a
So,
hell of a. Okay, now you've got.
Because this is range
You
day.
lost me in advance, but then you got me. Okay.
The Gat Man here, I don't know his name, so sorry. He's firing it. The owner of the company is like, here, hand me the gun. He can't pull it. He can't get that gun to fire. Hand it back to the Gat Man. Bang.
Okay.
So
Once again, every year we got some new innovations.
But now, with that system, I don't know if you did any research on that. Can there be 6 users' fingerprints in that firearm?
I believe, because I'm trying to remember all this at this point, it's all.
Been a week ago.
Yeah. I believe you can have multiple users.
I would think you would have to.
But
Does the manufacturer have one of their own fingerprints coded in? So
You
they
mean
can just
so when
give the
the-
cops access to your shit?
Like Liberty Save.
so they reliability, biometrics, sweaty, sticky, dirty hands. The company has a video on YouTube of an employee eating hot wings and shooting that gun.
Actually, something else.
So it feels like it's got a lot of give in the fingerprint world. You know what I mean?
Or it's just a quality piece.
It's got a lot of slop in it.
Okay.
The dude here on the right,
Yep.
they claim they have $45 million in research and development. So this wasn't just a slap together.
Okay.
They put some money into it. Now let's say you're eating your Cheetos, your hot wings, and whatever else, and Joe Schmuckatelli breaks in, and your fingerprints are so disgusting, it doesn't read it.
Hey, excuse me while I lick my fingers before I shoot you.
Oh boy.
There's facial recognition built into the back of it.
Is it a double safe or just one or the other?
Either or.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not reading. Here's my face. Bang bang.
Oh, you're wearing sunglasses. Sorry, I don't recognize you.
My phone.
Oh, during COVID.
Do you have one of
Has
those
it got
guns?
mask
No.
recognition?
Well,
Oh, you should.
hold on. Something
Fuck
different with our phone though is it sends an IR beam to your face. Your eyes can't see it, but
Yeah.
it can shine through your sunglasses. That's why they can do that.
I'm sure they.
It's a tiny ass
$45
camera on our
is probably-
phone. So, I mean, that camera is what right here on mine. You put that in the back of that gun, no problem. Because guess what? That is a chunky ass gun.
That's a chunky boy.
That is a chunky gun.
Hey,
Fuck, it's a high
The-
point.
the best
I
part
think
is
that makes a high point look small.
it still won't stop someone like Trigger from going over there to fuck with, say, Ty and unloading it.
No matter how many faces it's got in its storage.
Now, what's that gun cost to buy it right now?
21,000.
I'm gonna go with $8,000.
Okay. Anyone else want
Oh, fucking, I'll say 5.
to Trig?
I'll say 3,500.
$1,500.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of technology.
A lot of
A lot of
technology.
safety for the kids.
It's a lot of shit to go wrong because it is still the first gen.
Yep. Now,
I'll give you that. I will 100%.
here's
Oh, firmware update failed on my gun. I guess I have to send it back.
Hold up.
Hold on, update's almost done, sir.
Wow.
still
Every
a
picture gets
chonky.
chunkier. Dude, he gets chunkier.
Now, besides the chonkiness, if you buy it right now, you won't get it until 26.
Wow,
You
we're
have to
still
wait
a year
a
out.
full out. That's how.
Dude,
That's but
only
that's
if
their
they're still in business.
That's their backlog right now.
That's from orders?
Yeah.
Really?
Hold on.
But it's not going to be. You're not going to go to the Not Just Guns and pick that up.
Because it looks like it's pretty fucking heavy. I'd have to hit the gym a couple times first.
It looks like something that'd be on RoboCop when he pulls
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's
I'm-
probably
I'm-
extremely light too.
So I guess I'm going to go assume it's a 9mm. That's probably the
It is
only one.
9mm.
Okay.
Yep.
Single stack. Make room for all the
With that
batteries.
grip, it should be like a quad stack.
6
Jesus,
rounds.
it's like
From that other angle, it almost looks like it should be a double barrel.
Takes
Yeah.
1911 max.
Over under.
even that with just his fingers under the trigger guard.
That trigger
The
guard's
trigger
beefy.
guard is as wide as one whole set of your
Yeah,
fuck.
it's-
It's like, jeez.
Like Moo said, it's Gen 1.
It's
By the
Gen
time
1.
Gen 2, 3, 4, 5 come around, if they're still around, I can't believe they're selling that much because I just don't. It's not for me.
But you know what? The selling point is for sitting on my bedside and my kids can't shoot it.
It can stay in the bedside.
Actually, if they do it right, they could probably set it up so just the act of carrying it and walking is enough to help charge the battery a little bit.
Gotta go watch.
Kind of like a watch.
I wonder if the libtards like that gun better.
No,
It
it's
shoots.
a gun
It
they
shoots
don't want.
ammo. No.
Still not
It
California
doesn't
compliant.
shoot unicorns.
Yeah, how many? Did it say how many rounds?
If they did, I didn't catch it.
Because it would have to be 10 to be California compliant.
Well, how does that work in places like California with rolling brownouts? Oh, I can't charge my gun today because Newsom had to run his own AC.
I guess if you're gonna know you're gonna go to the gun range, it's not gonna be during one of your scheduled outages.
I mean, throwing ammo at people.
Have you seen any YouTubes on it?
That was just on YouTube.
That looks
This
great.
Most of these are screenshots stolen.
This is
from
all
YouTube.
screenshots. Yeah. This
Black
is from
Rain.
the
It's got Trump on it.
Arkin booth.
Does it actually?
I will say there was a lot of gold guns at SHOT Show.
I've seen a 50 BMG gold one.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't see this one yet. This one's new.
that's because this is
Dude, that's kind of bad. It's got the White House in it.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of
Oh, yeah.
badass.
so.
And that's a regular old AR-15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, take America back, yes sir. You got Trump at his assassination
yeah.
attempt. You got his signature up on the dust cover.
Actually looks-
I like that the stars are
As
actually
you say,
cut
you got
out
the
of
presidential
the
seal right
Yeah.
above the trigger on this side.
Oh yeah. So just a neat little
Yeah.
Trump thing that they have.
Arkin Optics is a brand that is not screwing around either. The
So-
Black Rain Ordnance is a good gun. That's another high-end run.
So in that same booth was Outlier. This was pretty interesting. So you see that guy's fingers right there?
Yep.
foreground.
Just yay far apart. That's the entire receiver for that gun. That's your firearm. So normally you had usually this whole bit is your receiver area, and the
Yeah.
barrel goes from there. It's just this part.
That's a bolt gun, though.
That's a bolt gun.
Right.
So I first started in bolt guns because to sit and just concentrate and breathe and try and control your breath and slow your heart rate to get as small of a grip as possible, it's pretty relaxing. And then you get to shoot a gun. So, but
You
that's
start all over.
you know what, it was good fun.
A Men 2 grip. I like that. Men 2 mag.
As I say, I very much like that gun.
So this is their chassis system. So box fed.
Is there something going on in front of the trigger guard? Is that like the safety or?
Mag
That
release.
would be mag release. Yep.
Ambidextrous. Mag
Okay.
release.
Shot. Jeez.
You have to drink.
And then the screws up front, that would be where you fix the rail. So we're gonna go to the next one.
That's with the bolt installed in that.
So the scope base is part of the rigidity of the system, and that bolt, when that guy was manipulating it, was so smooth. It was nice.
Okay.
What's with the wear on it though? Right there with the opening where the bolt locks in.
It could just be, because you might lap those so they have a nice tight fit. But notice how thick that barrel is, right there. Quite a thick barrel. Reason for that. Straight on that barrel.
Oh,
So you,
Integral suppression?
heat.
it is. It is. You put their suppressor on it, and the length of that barrel becomes expansion chambers for the gases.
So not good.
So it can double
Not
back
good.
on itself.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Good.
All
So
those
it can-
all those gases, instead of coming out and being loud as hell, are going backwards.
Getting
It
baffled
can also
out.
it can also shorten your overall barrel length because the suppressor doesn't have to be so long if you're kicking it right back
It is
through.
it is a pretty small suppressor.
On top of the whole,
What is the-
everybody said the word ambidextrous. Ambidextrous, whatever version you want to know.
Ambidextrous.
A lot of them were changing the direction of the gases on their suppressors. There were a handful of them, and the other one was 3D printed suppressors.
Everyone's going to that now
Yes,
because you can change
3D printed.
the way that the gases flow through that.
instead of baffled or
Well, with metal
So-
3D printing nowadays, you can make very complex, intricate parts.
In fact,
Amen.
Really,
Amen
really.
for that.
Huxworth, the one that I think was the biggest innovator on that one, you can't take their stuff apart. They actually tell you to soak the gun in solvent.
To clean out the. Oh, really?
I was actually thinking about getting one of those sonic cleaners from Harbor Freight just for my 1.308 can, because that thing was a bitch to take apart, and that's just got baffles in it.
I thought about getting one for all the small carburetors that I go through here. Anyway, moving on.
So, another thing that this was Backdraft YouTube channel.
Never heard of them.
So, is that a cast barrel then,
I don't think so.
or is that
I think
a
that-
barrel threaded into another barrel?
I don't know the construction of
It
it.
almost looks EDM. Look at the openings.
Yes.
Look at the 3 openings around the main core. It almost looks like wire EDM cut.
Giggity.
Okay.
So the name of that barrel is the Structured Carbon Fiber Backdraft. Backdraft being the obvious for
Carbon
gases.
fiber barrel.
So I'm guessing the outer portion is carbon fiber.
Got to be.
The question was asked, well, you know, what's going to happen after I shoot a bunch of rounds, and is it going to get all kicked up in there and not be effective? And the guy's like, no. We have like 160 some rounds, I think they said, of just repeated fire out of that thing, and they've had no issues with it. Which,
So-
out of a bolt gun, that's a lot of rounds.
If it is a carbon fiber outer with a steel inner, it'd have to come, or you'd have to be able to tear it apart. It wouldn't be built with 2 different metals in the same
Yeah.
one piece. So you'd have to be able to take the barrel out of the
It's got to be
center
attached by mechanic.
thread of some
Yeah.
sort, or pressed in something.
So the question was asked, well, you know, what if it gets dirty? And they go, first off, it's not going to get dirty. And if you shoot it out, meaning you put so many rounds through it, you're just going to replace the barrel.
The
That-
insert.
No, you replace the entire barrel.
They'll probably
Yeah.
send you an entire barrel, so you don't have to put it all
You have
together.
you have to buy it, obviously, like
Yeah.
you would, but $500 for that barrel.
Shit, that ain't bad
That's not bad.
for
And
that big, or for that.
I'm good.
for that kind of a custom
I guess-
style barrel. And so I looked it up. Hart Barrels is a high end manufacturer. You can buy their barrels right now for like $450, or you can buy like one right now for an AR-10 for $600. So, $550 barrel for that gun that has, you know, that technology to have expansion gases in it. Pretty good.
Mixed with carbon fiber. The other thing I noticed on a lot of them was there's a handful of them that are going lifetime warranty. Burn the barrel out, ship it to us, we'll give you a new one. I mean, you're probably going to have to pay for the shipping, but whatever. Get a new barrel. But there's a handful of them out there. There's, I would go as far as saying there's got to be 10, 12 of them that are, I don't remember the name. I might
So
have
what
it.
was the brand of this firearm then?
Outlier.
Outlier. I'm gonna have to look into that. 'Cause I like this
L-I-E-R.
design so far.
Yeah. And the chassis you can buy can fit actions that you might have already. I think you're a Savage fan, right?
Yes.
They have a whole list. So the next one, they stopped at Bear Creek Arsenal, which they make some cheaper stuff.
I was gonna say they make some budget build,
Yep.
upper receiver, barrel combos.
This one is chambered in 8.6 blackout. Now, remember the Grand Thumb video I sent you where they were getting shot at with suppressed, right? Or
On the other
guns?
side of the dirt pile with
Yep.
the microphone? Yeah.
That was the last one. The last caliber they did where all you heard was a
That's a cop.
And that was a,
8.6 blackout.
That is that.
really?
It's a,
And this company is making one in AR form. Let me go to the next picture.
Flash.
That is a pistol, my friend.
Flash gun.
Side
With a butt
charging.
stock?
no,
That's a brace.
The arm
That's a
brace.
brace.
No.
Conveniently buttstock shaped, but it's a brace.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, that's an
cool.
8.6.
8.6
7.5 inch
blackout.
barrel.
Side charge handle.
I like that. I'd like to get one of those.
Did you
Something
say-
with side charge.
Bear Creek Arms does a lot with
got two of those you can
side
play
charge
with.
handles.
What was that Mike's? What was that one brand? I have to think about it.
I got
guess.
two pistols with side charge, or two guns with side charge handles you can play with anytime. Both AKs.
What's the M1A?
Oh, that is side charge.
I was gonna say that's
3. I got 3.
okay. All right.
All right, so moving on. Something a little different. The Athlon Rangecraft. So this is a chronograph. And as it shows right there, it does 65 feet per second to 5,000 feet per second. This thing looks identical to the Garmin that you can buy right now, and this thing is half the price. This thing right now is $300.
Not bad.
So, comes with that metal stand. So if you were trying to figure out loads or whatever, that's your guy.
Well, hold on. How does that work? Because chronographs that are used now have
That's-
2 different arrays that the round passes through.
Those are old. Those are old.
I understand, however,
Does it go off of sound? No. Can't.
I don't know how they work, but
Do you
That-
have to shoot past it?
you just have
How
it
far
right.
out?
You did have.
you better really trust your aim.
You just
There's $300.
you have it right. You have it right by you. It's not like you're
No, they go up there.
Okay.
trying to shoot right over top of it or next to it.
Okay.
You have it by you.
Okay. All right. At the moment, myself personally, I don't have a use for one.
But that is
Maybe I'll get
something
To
that is as nice as a Garmin, but half the price.
that. We like that innovation already.
Yep. So this is PTR. I've never heard of them, but they had a lot of the H&K style.
But old Matt spent quite a long time with them.
He did. Adam, who was out here, he's got several of those roller delayed guns. This one in 9mm. It looks kind of goofy. Yeah, but you have a short barrel, but because of the length, because you have to have 16 inches for a rifle to have a stock on it, where that front base is, that's all flash hider, even though it's supposed to be for the barrel.
Professor,
Really?
just to interrupt you, I looked up the Garmin chronograph.
$600.
$600 on Midway. You have to shoot within roughly 15 inches of the device.
Oh, that ain't bad.
So
right
turn
next
it
to it.
on, point it in the right directions, and shoot within 15 inches of the device. And the battery lasts up to 6 hours.
That's more than enough for a range day.
Yep.
So, neat guns. I always like the Heckler & Koch style. I just don't like Heckler & Koch money.
How do you
You
feel about
have
their
Heckler and
pistols
Koch
like
ones.
Adam's got? Somebody asked me about that one the other day. And
US.
I don't know
The
enough about it.
USP.
Hmm?
The USP.
I don't remember what one he wanted.
They're good guns, but again, they're big. I was talking to Adam yesterday, and he was saying they need an update at this point. They definitely have to be
want one?
updated.
I like the, for myself, the carbine that I have. I really like that thing. I don't shoot it enough. I need to. My problem is like I get to the top drawer and I don't make it down that far to grab it, and so I'll get to
Old
it.
age problem.
I need-
sounds like.
I need more mags for it. Finding M&P mags is harder than I thought.
I thought you were
don't
going to say
really-
you need another toolbox.
I've been trying to set one up today. Matter of fact, but turns out the sides on it aren't
Ask
thick
us
enough.
and we'll help you out.
Okay.
Again, bad picture, but they also have a 3D printed suppressor. And apparently, one of the first suppressors that was made was like chicken wire and steel wool. Yeah. The way they have theirs designed, it mimics that inside of that suppressor.
The steel wool, like
Because it's-
like an exhaust
like
packing.
All these different channels for gas to flow through. And because it's 3D printed, they can have all kinds of shit in there.
I feel like a packing style suppressor would really send the gases in reverse. Okay.
So Century Arms has, again, H&K style. This is pistol, and they make one of these in 5.56 and another one in 308.
Oh, 308 in that thing?
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Is that
I'd say,
it's got
that might need a
burst
brace.
and auto?
Well, it's marked, and if you have the funds for that, you can have burst and full giggle switch. But
Okay, so you get the two on and off.
yeah,
Okay.
I didn't do much research into this because it really doesn't.
Oh, hold on. There's not much discussion about it. You think a third hole drilled would...
Do you think it's got a cassette style trigger system in it?
I mean, this day and age, I don't see why it wouldn't.
Right.
And actually, you don't see very many pins going through the side.
True that. Yeah.
We got something going on in there.
Okay. Huh.
All right, Ty, you brought it up, so let's get into it. The Keltec PR-57.
That sight looks dumb on top of that dome.
That gun looks dumb.
It does.
Yeah, but look at the nice square sight on top of the dome.
Yeah, they copied Beretta on that side.
Dumb
So-
because it's a 5.7?
Hey,
It's just
what's going on with the bottom of that grip? It's got that notch in it. Like it has to go forward.
so-
That's the top loader.
that is the top loader. This
It's got
gun,
a stripper clip.
I saw a video of
the
that.
PR-57 stands for Pistol Rotating Barrel and 5.7. It is a 21 round gun, and it's loaded by stripper clips.
One of those.
21 rounds is a lot.
It's a metal strip about yay long with all the rounds.
Oh,
I got a picture of it in a second.
So gay.
This is
Okay.
You'll
this
see
is
in a minute.
this is the front end of it. This is the only picture I saw of that. I was like, man, it looks even worse from this angle. The gentleman here, that was Hammer. He, the guy that I see in every video of this gun, and he's trying to sell this, and he's going, he's tapping around. He's like, there's no buttons on it. Well, yeah, there's no buttons because there's no mag. You have to. There's a stripper clip. Stripper clips are in rounds
Oh,
of 10.
Gay.
In rounds of 10, so the slide is locked back and it rocks in like an AK. So you kind of snap it in. You're gonna have to push down, pop that out. You're gonna have to put your second one in because that's efficient. Put that in.
put 2 in one of them, and then push those.
And then, because
Okay.
it's 21 rounds, you got to reach in your pocket and find that last round to go.
He has a 5.7.
That is terrible.
You do? I know he does.
That's
I
fucking
just,
weird.
I mean, I get that they want to try to innovate into something different, and I think this was all about the magazine-free system, because there's going to be in case there's a mag.
They say no. I believe that is correct. It's still an ugly gun. The only thing I think will sell this is the price point. $400.
They would have to.
Ooh.
And that's
$400, you can buy 2 fucking high points, and
And not have to mess with a stripper clip.
you got to load the stripper clip, then you got to load the gun.
No, you have to load 2 stripper clips. Then load.
Yeah,
Done twice.
So
Load
before
the
you
gun
go to the
twice.
range, you better have how many of these stripper clips ready to go. And then if you want to top it off, one
Well, hold
stripper
on.
clip, 2
So
stripper
the video I
clips.
saw.
They would have to pay me $400 to take it. I'm
So
sorry.
the video I saw, the stripper clip locks into the barrel or the receiver, the slide, and then you have to shove it in.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to charge the cost of a magazine for each one of those stripper clips.
Without a doubt.
So you're paying for 2 magazines to get the volume of 1.
The fact that you have to do 2 of those to load it is just insane.
2 of those and then 1 more.
And then 1 just to top it off. I'm gonna say most people do not do that.
Not too hard.
I'm gonna say most people are gonna steer away from that fucker.
I think they're going to have crates of those things sitting in a warehouse getting dusty.
There used to just be the one, I think it was FN, but now Ruger has one that's at a much better price point, a little bit more than this, and it's magazine fed. I think this is a complete miss. I don't think this will sell at all.
One of the worst. So there's like a guy doing the top 5 worst guns or ones to avoid, and one of the worst ones was a Smith & Wesson 5.7. They said you can buy for the same money you can buy anything else.
Oh, and how do you take the slide off? You push the trigger forward. Yeah.
Huh.
You got to push the trigger forward.
Have you shot one of those Ruger lights, the aluminum ones?
No.
That has a button on the back. You just push the button and the whole gun falls apart, and it's super easy to clean. So I get the simplicity on that. If that's what they're
But you
after.
still won't clean a gun.
If you push that button on the back of the firearm,
And I can't get my foot up there high enough to get my finger in my mouth, but I did it.
Yeah,
Somehow I did it. Okay. That's a no. That's a hard no. Innovation, try it. And I just don't think I don't see this one taking off or working at all.
The thing with Caltech is they innovate, and at the same time, all their stuff looks the same. They all have that weird waffle-looking grip.
Yeah, I'll give you that. What they have that one short rifle that has the big back on it. What was that? I'm just drawing a blank. I don't know why, but it's got like it comes
I'm
way
just
back.
thinking a baby got back right now.
Never mind. I'll find it.
Smart man. I like you.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, exactly. You're cooler than him.
That's not difficult.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
We want to keep going?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Wrong way.
That
Let's see one more look at that barrel.
that thing.
Terrible. That's ugly as hell.
That,
That
that's
is
one of
ugly.
that's one of their most popular ones. So
That actually looks cool. Arsenal.
Once again, going to bolt action again with Backfire YouTube channel.
see, a couple years ago, I wanted a Tika T3
Yeah.
when they were fairly cheap. They were about $500, walnut stock, all that shit.
Well, this is a much more innovative look to it. So calibers 223, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor. I can't tell what that one is.
PRC, 7 PRC, 7 Rem Mag, 300 Win,
Yeah.
22 250.
So some decent hunting rounds in there. Barrel lengths 20 and 24 inches. Adjustable cheek riser. I just totally hit the mic. Sorry about that. 8.5 pounds.
Is OT6 going by the wayside? As to where people aren't
It's always going to be
making them?
there.
It's going
I'm
to
not
be
saying
there,
it's
but
not
I don't.
always going to be there,
you
but going
don't-
forward,
Yeah, there's
innovations with a 30 not 6.
Carter's generation can't handle that kind of recoil.
And
Well,
a 308 ain't much
Be
different, buddy.
quiet, Moody.
well,
you know what? You're right. You're right.
they've always said that the 40 S&W is going to be kind of slowing down. It's never going to go away,
Yep.
but they're going to try to slow it down and get away from it.
Between my 308 Savage and my 30-06 Savage, I can tell which one I shot when I eject a spent shell. Other than that, they both kick the same.
That's cool.
Those are cool.
So that's the same gun. So this is the. Just get it right. Tika T3X Ace Game. They just look cool.
Hold on.
I don't see much difference in them.
No, there's different barrel lengths and calibers.
The grip looks like it was hastily added on. It doesn't seem to flow with the rest of the lines.
It's got a Glock grip.
Well, you gotta remember in target shooting, it's all about pulling that thing straight back. So it's
The bottom grip's longer.
they're gonna be goofy as hell. Some of these grips.
And they probably got Hogue grips that fit it that would be better, that are rubber, more grippy. They,
Longer, isn't it?
Okay.
probably so many
Target.
different add-on.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
They probably different have different cheek rests, all that shit.
That's a longer grip too at the bottom.
He's not wrong.
No,
I
definitely.
just think they look cool for if you were in target shooting, because I think that middle one, it almost looks like there's weights in the fore on there to help with recoil stability.
I was gonna say, I see like the top one has your hand protectors like you have on your AR, and the next one down only has 3.
No.
Bottom one has
Middle
none.
one's
But the
got a
middle
rail.
one's got extra Picatinny on top.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Didn't even. I was just looking at the side rails. But now,
Who came up
as
with the
for
word Picatinny? Sorry, never mind.
as for the body of the gun,
That's a freaking.
Oh, wait.
because
And apparently, every gun from Tika going forward will come with a threaded barrel now, because
As it should.
suppressors are becoming.
It
so
can't
available.
cost. It can't cost any more money to put a thread on the end of that sucker. Not
I was
a
gonna
little.
say
It's a
one
little
more
extra- it's still-
37-second process to run a freaking.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Thread
Picatinny
machine.
Arsenal. The company that invented the rail.
Okay. Huh.
One barrel
I like the
storage.
cheek riser, but I don't like the style that they had. They had
Oh,
a
that's actually sick. The flashlight.
They had a micrometer thumb wheel.
yeah
So
that one.
this guy was insanely manic from recoil TV. I mean, just all over the place. Hands moving constantly. It's hard to take a screenshot, but maximum defense. I believe this was the extreme duty rifle. It was made for like sub temperatures. I think they said this was designed for sub 50 degrees.
I say it looks
So-
like it has a heated freaking foregrip.
But it was designed
Fire
so
enough
that there
it
was
is.
so you could run that without oil. So for Ty.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Hey, Ty. You want to catch me?
Yeah, how much is that sucker?
Give me a downer, please.
I have no idea, but the guy took it apart and look how shiny that BCG is.
What is that? The BC.
Coated?
It is coated. Oh yeah,
Okay. Well, is that how they're getting away from oil?
yeah. It's the part that actually moves
Oh.
to eject and
Cool.
feed new ones. So
And that's where your firing pin is that hits your percussion cap.
In Ty's days, yeah.
Flashlight.
incorrect.
Did you have an A or an E in that?
Flashlight. That is a flashlight though.
Wrong.
Nope.
Oh really?
So
Scope.
first off, can we not wear black and have black surroundings and try and highlight your black?
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't
products?
even see where the hell it ends. It looks like it.
Yeah,
You can see where it interrupts the logo
It's-
on his lanyard.
it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get a whole lot worse in the next couple of pictures. So this is PARD, P-A-R-D. They make thermals and night vision.
That's their specialty, right?
That's all they do.
That's what they do. Okay.
So they only do night vision and thermal.
That's it.
This one is their Leopard. It's handheld, and for that little guy, $650.
You can get a competitors for what, 100, 150 bucks, like a cheap one, right? Thermal.
Who makes a good one?
I seen them at
Yeah, I've seen them at Walmart.
Walmart. I don't remember the brand. Maybe it was Night Vision.
For $20, I can get a cheap Chinese flashlight that'll just light up the night. What the fuck's the problem?
Now, Pard's got a hell of a name on him.
But to get into the game of night vision or thermal, that $650 is pretty low for
Infotag.
Huh?
Infotag.
I didn't see it.
Gun tag.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So,
You guys are gonna hate me.
so this is their handheld version. Here you have their Ocelot, which is rifle mounted.
that actually looks sick.
Most of their optics are capable of taking high def video and pictures. So, trigger you're out on your, wild boar hunt and you want to showcase dropping a bunch of hogs, you can record it as you're shooting.
I've done that since high school.
We don't shoot pigs, dude.
No,
Um,
dropping a bunch of hogs.
One thing I
Those are
appreciate
pigs.
that PARD is doing
Is that a hog or pig?
Mm-hmm.
is their batteries are not proprietary. They're all
Oh,
things
so
they-
they're using like a 2032 remote start battery?
whatever they use, it's something that's commercially
Sweet.
available instead of
CR 123s and standard bigger ones.
it's bigger than that, but
It makes sense.
something that you can
Go to the fucking store and buy.
yeah, instead of hey, you gotta get one and ship it to my house.
And it's freaking $70.
Yep.
That was weird.
$800 for that one for rifle mounted. That's
Makes
That's,
sense for hunting.
that's a pretty damn good
pretty
deal.
good.
Yeah, we need
You
That ain't
sent us
bad
one
price.
Makes deer
a
hunting
year ago
24/7.
or
Oh,
so.
no, it's been 6 months.
Probably.
He sent one in the group about 6
Yeah.
months ago. It was
We should get
$450,
that.
$500 bucks,
You can't actually.
There's always gonna be deals here and there where
and
Right.
very much so.
Hey, they have a. I just looked up the brand. They have a really nice one that can do 2 to 8x digital zoom with the thermal and night
Thermal
vision.
and video.
would it be the
Jesus.
That actually looks
Hubble
Pantera-
telescope.
That might be
Pantera
it.
75 millimeter?
This was 50 millimeter, but
So this one's better.
the
That actually looks sick.
300,
This is
sorry, $3,500 for the.
Dude, with the
50
thermal on
millimeter.
that and the optic size, you ought to be able to see their fucking heartbeat.
So
Problem is, you need a fucking Barrett rifle just to be able to keep that entire thing over it.
So let's once again point out, do not have black walls, black shirt, black gun, and a black product that you want to showcase because you
Yeah.
can't see shit.
But it's got an orange barrel cap.
I was gonna say it's a fake gun. It's got
And a blue accent ring on
He
it.
is going to own the airsoft field.
Yeah.
He's gonna see those little kids running.
And no full auto.
But this unit, what looks like your windage and elevation, those are actually joysticks for your menus. Because it's a computer there.
Yeah, it is a big computer. How much is that sucker?
Let's get to that.
10 grand.
Laser
about that.
rangefinder out to 1,200 yards.
Okay.
So way past anybody.
That eliminates another handheld thing to take with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ballistic calculator.
Jesus.
So that you have your round selected in that scope. You zero for 100 yards. You go out to your hog hunt.
Loud.
Man, that hog's out there 300 yards. It gives you a new point of aim because it's ranged it, and it can tell you where you need to go to aim now.
It takes all the guesswork out of it. But it's going to cost you.
Because, electronics love jarring.
Those things are made for it, though. I'm guessing
For
it's.
how long?
I'm guessing that it is priced to handle it.
12,000.
You were
3,000.
way over and you were way under, sir.
8.
I will say, it only does elevation. It cannot do anything with windage. So if you got a heavy wind,
You're on
that's
your
where
own.
that's where you have to come in. So it's not a completely dummy proof where you can just go bang. and
What a
it's down.
piece of shit.
I wouldn't
But-
give him 8,000 for it.
Yeah.
This is good. It's 5,500.
That's a drink.
That's a drink. Damn, that is a.
I don't have one.
He's out here whipping nuts.
Yeah, he is.
Your neighbor.
It isn't me.
No, there's a Challenger that's been doing that. Back when we had a snowstorm or something, I could hear him in our house. Whoa.
Yeah, we did.
He's still letting her eat. All right, moving on.
He's gonna get the police called on him tonight.
That barn wasn't there, we could see it.
Yeah, man, shit.
That's why he got.
All right, so
You
let's
went
stop
out
here at the SIG booth.
Oh God. Okay.
How many people got
because-
shot at the SIG booth? I know they're all safe, but it is a SIG.
So
Did they have to wear
just
bomb vests?
so we know, I'm looking at buying a SIG because I like the way it looks. But this right here is the P320 X10 Endure Comp.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Just-
it's got the comp on the
Just
end.
rolls off the tongue. It is
My dad went out.
chambered in 10 millimeter. So
Shoot.
heavy
Big
rounds.
fucking round.
Yep. You get 3 15-round mags. Now let's look at this picture. Who are they trying to get here? What is their marketing for this?
Kids.
People.
Wannabe military goofballs.
Nope.
Did you see it?
They are saying this is your takeout into the woods for bear protection style.
Take a break.
And I say, bullshit.
I'm gonna say bullshit, but it is a 10 millimeter. Now, since we're on the topic of 10 millimeter, what do you think about the FN 510 these days?
I'm not familiar with that one.
They're blowing up in people's hands. The 10,
I'm not very fond of
the
those.
10 millimeter ammo is proving to be a little too much for them. We actually have a
you
guy.
mean
And that's a
You mean
design
the-
flaw in their stuff. And
You mean
that.
the company that made a lot of money with 5.7 as their primary round decided to make 10 millimeter stuff?
My neighbor has a 509. Those are great. But the
Who's that?
510,
Who's that?
that'd be you. That'd be you.
Hey, you're throwing out numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're saying this one's for your bear.
This is your. You're gonna venture out into nature, and this is gonna be your sidearm for protection.
I like the 15 round 3 mags.
I like that too.
So that's going to stop a bear, is what they're saying.
Who is going to go with
15 of them will.
that as
Maybe.
your? That
all
screams
15 land.
concealed carry. That doesn't scream. I'm going out.
Let him get close.
Either he's got really big hands or that is a concealable unit.
Yeah, it's concealable. Anyways.
Okay.
Fuck, that's only 2.5 inch barrel.
But
Small barrel.
you just
That's average. Like Moody would
That's
say.
far below average.
No, that's a solid 6-inch barrel.
Yeah, no shit.
that's
Okay. Anyway,
that does not tell me this is my going out into nature sidearm.
it could be.
Could be.
I don't know why. Why do you say it's not?
It just doesn't.
A 10 millimeter, 15 rounds.
Take the caliber out of it. Look at the gun. That doesn't look. Okay, it's got like a topographical look.
It
to
looks
the
like
slide.
a Walther F series.
It just looks
Okay,
like.
hold on. What would you say is a better bear gun? One of those Smith & Wesson 500s with the extra long fucking barrel?
No, you get the one with the 3-inch barrel on it.
How about
The
2
Judge.
3/4? I got one to get rid of.
The Judge.
Yeah.
That'd be a badass.
Well, I prefer the governor, but
It's actually a gun.
If this thing's going to stop a bear, imagine what it's going to do to your leg when it automatically fires in your pocket.
What is the governor?
Well, hold on.
Well-
It's even better than that because you'll have a hole in your leg and a burn on your dick because of that fucking compensator.
And if you're next to the water, the blood's
not
going to
very
attract all the
shotgun.
sharks. They're going to walk
That's
on
a
water
shotgun
and come get
You
you.
don't want
Actually,
that,
if
you
you're
don't-
in the woods, the bears will come and eat you because they'll smell the blood.
Yes.
You don't want that cop chick pulling the gun out your pocket.
oh,
So Greg's not in the loop, but Sig Sauer has a bad history of just automatically fire. They have 2 bad histories.
one line.
One line,
Isn't it just the one
No.
gun model?
the 320.
I was gonna say
Better make sure
we
that
we could go with
The 365 has all of a sudden started popping up too. Anyway, they go off by themselves, or if guys are out using them in say competition, they're just exploding in their hands.
But we-
Nobody's lost a. They've got bloody. I don't think anybody's lost a digit yet.
we could go with that on
They have
another gun platform,
yet.
not necessarily just handguns. Look at the Remington Model 700. Anything with a 700.
Yeah, that was a
They killed multiple people. They shot through fucking trailers
by themselves.
by themselves. There was a whole lawsuit. They did a whole documentary. It was on freaking so many major freaking networks, everything.
They recalled them, and some of them got recalled.
They supposedly put a new trigger in them, but like my 743, I don't think has a new trigger in them.
The new trigger's got a 16-pound pole.
But
wasn't that the slam fire
with
one?
2 fingers.
No,
No,
no.
it's just a regular old rifle.
And it was all 700 series. It didn't matter if it was a bolt action, semi-auto, any of that. It was a 700 series. They all had the same damn trigger.
The more I look at this, the more I like it.
I like it.
It's
I like the
comped.
look of it.
It's got the optic on it. The dovetail on it, I don't know. Seems a little much.
It
But-
definitely poked the underside of your gut.
Right.
The overall
The
look of
trigger?
it,
I'd like to feel the trigger on it. I'd like to dry fire and see how that.
have
I don't know
nothing
if
I have nothing against the gun. It looks great. It's don't tell me that's your bear gun.
just how they advertise it is. See,
Do you
I don't
think-
know
do you
if I
think
like
they're
that
calling it the
flat
bear gun
trigger.
because of that slide paint job.
Probably. It's
Okay.
all Oregon. So sick.
It's a hiking topographical map.
Yeah.
Just nostalgic.
Someone's gonna try and figure out what that topography is from.
And I wonder if all of them are the same topographical. Can you get one for your own county?
So SIG has branched out into different areas, so they're making lights and optics now. So here they are at still the SIG booth, and again, I should say,
There's Clint.
hold on. Yeah, that is fine. But who? The old guy from Classic Firearms. But here they have different optics. They have a red dot. They have a magnifier.
Flip over. That's
But-
night vision.
But SIG is a big company, right? Lots of products. They
I
make-
have some other optics.
They make rifle optic, or they make rifles, pistols, lights,
Rangefinders.
Yep.
and they didn't move from this location. They stood right here. That gun, that P320, was right here. It was just zoomed in. They didn't move from this location. How are you going to sell anything if you're not promoting the product? Show me the stuff that you got.
Their optics are more than fair priced, I feel.
Yeah.
So all of their rifle optics, their everything. They have a wide range of pricing, but you can get into a SIG optic pretty reasonable.
The range comes from the quality that they put into it. So you get a $100 optic, pretty cheap
You got a
glass.
$100 optic.
Pay the $600-700, you're getting higher end glass, better coatings on that glass.
I still feel like it's bang for the buck. It's a fair market on
Without
that.
a doubt.
Yeah.
But like you said, hey, there's Clint.
Yep.
And that's the thing that I noticed first. Like, hey, there's Clint.
I think that was the only time I ever seen him looking at those videos.
And I stopped watching Classic Firearms when he left because the guys they have.
This
Just,
kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Oops, I said it all.
but Clint being Clint, I took a few screenshots just because it was funny. So, he's just in there photobombing the shit out of this. Yeah, what's that? Look at this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you got over there?
Yeah.
And then let's just.
Then he
But-
darts off, doesn't he?
Well, he gives a salute and then he's gone.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy in the microphone.
That's what I thought too.
No. The guy in the background. That's
He helped put
he
that
put-
guy's company on the map.
Oh, without a doubt. Clint is the reason I found Classic Firearms.
Yep. What's the Mag Dump Morgan? That's his Instagram. Mag Dump Morgan is his Instagram. Yeah.
We should take a break. Come back with part 2.
Okay. Let's. Are we done? Well, let's finish up with SIG stuff.
That was it.
Okay.
This is done
Okay.
with it.
Clinton SIG. We're gonna take a break. Liberty and Lad out for a break. Send us.
Here's those that wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell. See ya.